Good morning, Black Deplorable here with a video. We're going to go over a lot of things today. Probably end up turning into a fucking rant. So, let me hit the demonetize button now. The title of this is called Trump Fucking Caved. So I'm going to let out the frustrations of many of his supporters. And as I see on social media, some are still sticking with him. Me, I don't know if you earned my vote in 2020, Donald. So I'm going to lay out some grievances, and y'all can hit the comment strain and tell me if I'm just overreacting or if I'm just jumping the gun like the rest of the people or falling into the mainstream media paranoia. So, I'm doing what I'm doing, writing on lunch break, I think it was, and I turn on my Fox News satellite radio because wanted to hear about what happened to Rodger Stone, and we'll talk about that today too. And it says, government is open. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, they said it on the hip-hop channel, and I switched to Fox News. So I'm like, oh shit, we've got wall funding, right? Like most of us deplorables, yay! Then it says, he gives 3-week bill to sign. Well, excuse me. You know, I ain't exactly the most educated motherfucker. It's the black-eyed Trump guy. So if you came here, you knew what you was getting. And it says that President Trump's ramming through a bill to open the government for 3 weeks. No wall funding. So I immediately turned from Fox because I didn't need to hear none of their bullshit. And I felt angry. And I said, damn, he gave him 3 weeks. He listened to the Democrats and said, well, I guess he said, listen to Nancy dumbass Pelosi and go, well, we'll come back to the table and negotiate. And then I realized I had anger from the morning from Rodger Stone being SWAT team arrested. And I don't even like Rodger Stone. Really don't. And it just all kind of boiled over as a deplorable of Rodger Stone arrested out in an hour. And then Trump conceding, showing that Nancy has more power than him. And I felt down. I felt real down as a deplorable. So I'm going to give you the things that was running in my head at that time. Now, I understand that he's supposed to be showing compassion for these government workers who didn't get their paychecks and whatnot. The TSA, if you ever been through an airport, you ought to be glad them fuckers ain't getting their paycheck or coming to work. But if Nancy the bitch Pelosi can disinvite you to the House of Representatives and the Democratic left does all this shit, the Covington kids and just all this shit, why didn't you stand tall after you said you stand tall? So I started looking at the pattern. All the way back from the campaign trail, you know, which got us all on the Trump train. He's going to drain the swamp. Ain't happened. And I realized that the seed of my anger really came from the Rodger Stone. The way Rodger Stone, Paul Manafort, even though he's crooked, General Flynn, and us, the supporters, the way we're ostracized, the way we're portrayed on the media, the way we have to deal with our own families who don't have the same similar thinking, the way our hat is targeted, our Make America Great Again hat is targeted, the way them Covington kids got targeted, the way everything we take just to support this man. And I looked at the grander picture and I said, he didn't drain the swamp, he brought the swamp in with him. I.e. Michael Bolton and Pompeo and them, shilling for Israel. Everybody that had anything to do with him seems to get indictments, charges, locked up while Robert Mueller runs fucking wild. But on the left, they do what they want. Nobody's locked up. Nobody's facing charges. No hearings are being held, even though it's proven that they spied on the Trump campaign off a fake FISA warrant. So then I got to thinking, about people like me, the little YouTubers and the alt media, even Alex Jones. Alex Jones is deplatformed. What has he done to help us, to protect us, to shield us? That's been with him from day one. Excuse me, I'm smoking a cigarette this morning. From day one. You let the loony liberal left get away with everything. You let Silicon Valley censor us, deplatform us, give us strikes, ban us on Facebook. And this Covington school kid shit really showed the different sides of it when the left can say whatever they want and it doesn't violate any policy. You let us get censored. And all we're asking for is the America that the motherfucking forefathers wrote in the Constitution. It ain't like we're asking too much. So I said, who the fuck is in this guy's ear? Because I thought it was just me. But as I got off work and realized and got on social media, it wasn't me. It's a lot of outraged Trump supporters. I'm an African-American Trump supporter, so I take a lot of shit for you, Donald. And where is the, hey, leave my supporters alone, or, hey, if Silicon Valley's going to be censoring us and InfoWars is getting deplatformed, anybody that makes anything positive about you, Mr. Trump, try to put it on YouTube, Instagram, or any of the social media networks, you can't make $1 off of it. Plus, it's not going to come up in the listings. We're being utterly cast to the side, and you're ignoring the issue. And we still rocking with you. We want our wall. We want these wars over. And all you've gave us is flip-flop. There was no need to cave on that fucking wall. You can't give these fucking retards, libtards, anything. So what? Eventually them workers would have said, hey, Democrats, give this guy his fucking wall. Why should I vote for you in 2020 if you can't show me that you are the president and have presidential powers? I watched Barack Obama for 8 years and Bush before him do whatever the fuck they wanted to do and ram through whatever the fuck they wanted to ram through because they had executive power. What have you used your executive power for? And us deplorables need to get out our echo chambers. I've seen a lot of them. Well, he's got this grand chess plan and strategy and this and that. He just emboldened the Democratic Party. Emboldened the loony left. They ain't gave us a crumb. While your supporters get constantly attacked for called racists, Nazis, for supporting you, no matter what color we are. That's what the Covington kids got. They got dude in his face just because they believed in non-abortion, which is cool, and the American dream. You know, I don't know, the one that we used to think about in the 80s. And what have you done to shield us? Nothing. You got into the fucking White House and you've caved on every occasion. You want to bring the troops out of Syria in 30 days, and then you got Michael Bolton and all the shields for Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu and all this bullshit changing it. Why is our business Israel's business? Bring our fucking kids home. That's what you said. We go to these rallies and it's chants, lock her up, lock her up, lock her up. It's very disheartening as a Trump supporter to see all these people involved in your campaign being locked up and indicted over bullshit except for Paul Manafort. Them fucking charges Rodger Stone got is fucking bullshit. General Flynn, bullshit. It's no Russia collusion. It's nothing. But then we lived through the WikiLeaks. We lived through Comey saying that she's guilty. And the Strucken page shit that shows that they were really actively working against you. Ain't no SWAT team showed up at their house, though. Not one SWAT team. But you said you was going to drain the swamp. Not compromise with the swamp. Not feel compassion for the swamp. Drain the swamp. That's what we elected you for. You have the power of your Twitter. You have the power to go on and demand the networks give you airtime, and you can air out all these people. Where is your, I ain't saying fire Robert Mueller, but where's your special counsel and investigation into the rigging of the fucking election against Bernie Sanders and the spying on your own goddamn campaign? Where is it, Donald? We already lost the house to your bullshit. You're the one that didn't, you disbanded your election committee that was going to get to the bottom of illegals voting, deads voting, double voting, purging rolls. And you think you're going to win in 2020? No, I know a lot of people are going to be like, hey, deplorable, man, you got to stay the course. Shit. How the fuck can we stay the course if he's not? It ain't a grand chessboard. You see the same way these fucking loony lefts and these fucking traitor-ass Republicans do it? They don't wait. They get it out. They use the damage, and the people ain't got patience. Me, I'm at the point where, and I've been on social media all weekend, and every comment strain I can get in. Fuck it. If the Donald can't do it, us as deplorables need to rise up, and civil war need to kick off. And I gives a fuck if YouTube knocks this down. We need to get in the street. Because apparently you can't help us. And then you'll get on the campaign trail talking about, well, we're going to do this and that, and the Democrats can do this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And what? We'll get fucking 4 more years of them just hemming you up and sticking it in your ass raw? Where's the motherfucker from The Apprentice? Where's the fucker that was at the rally saying they're going to do all this? What the fuck? Where is the motherfucker? Where's your announcement going, hey man, why you didn't drag the FBI director to your desk? Why are y'all SWAT teaming Rodger Stone's house? And why did CNN get to go and videotape the shit? They using dirty tactics and you want to be benevolent? While your supporters and people that are hanging in, losing family members behind this shit. I'm black from a whole fucking family full of Democrats. Trying to stay the course, say you've got a plan when it's obvious you don't. Because if you did, we wouldn't be going into year fucking 3 of your presidency. No wall, no investigation, no, if anything, you made the swamp rats bigger, house given to the Democrats, and it still can't walk down the, well, I can because I'm a big black motherfucker, and if you fuck with me, you get your head rattled. Walk down the street with your MAGA hat on and your Trump shit on and still have to deal with bullshit in our own country, for being proud of our own country, for wanting illegal immigration to cease. Not immigration, illegal immigration. You let the mainstream media tear you apart while forgetting that it was the alt media that got your ass elected. You letting them run wild on who the fuck exposed the WikiLeaks, but you're not appointing nobody to investigate Seth Rich. We know how the fucking WikiLeaks got out. Everybody know. But they can hit the news cycle over and over again about Russia collusion, about the WikiLeaks, but you have the power as president to push up the other side. What did it say in the WikiLeaks? Where's that investigation? Where's the investigation of all these people that colluded to spy on your campaign? Nothing. We get nothing. You can come out and say, well, we've added this many jobs and this much still is coming. And I'm grateful if that helps any families. But what about us fucking deplorables that's trapped in libtard states? Me, I'm in California. We can't see none of that shit out here. All we got is the hope that you gonna get shit straight. We sent you up there to do the shit, and you're not doing the fucking shit. You're caving. So Nancy Pelosi's pussy can get wet if it still can at her old age. About how much power. I watched on MSNBC how they outlined how much power she has. I ain't never seen them outline how much power you have. You're constantly demoralizing your base. Thinking it's all good. You're going to come out and say some regular slick shit, and we're just going to get re-energized. And some of you dumb motherfuckers get re-energized, but some of us is ready to take this nation back by force. Some of us is tired. We want to raise our kids in the United States of America with the American dream that was promised to us in the motherfucking Constitution. It ain't too complicated. It ain't too complicated at all. You shouldn't need 4 more years if you couldn't get anything done in the first 2. Nothing other than embolden Israel, moving an embassy, shitting on the Palestinians, shitting on the Syrians, continuing these wars for oil. The North Korean shit I kind of like, but apparently you don't run your foreign policy, because if a fucking little YouTuber like me in California can find out what Mike Pompeo and fucking Bolton is doing to undermine you and start wars and all this shit, why the fuck can't you? I'm telling y'all, deplorables, I ain't saying turn your back on the man. I'm saying we're going to have to take this shit into our own motherfucking hands. And I don't give a fuck who this offends. We're going to have to take this shit into our own hands, because it's like, who else? Who else? I should not have to feel demoralized and ostracized for supporting somebody that said that they was going to do this. You're not a politician, Donald. You wasn't on the campaign trail. All of a sudden, you turned into a fucking politician. And then 3 weeks, you're going to cave again? Or you're going to use the National Security Act so they can send it into court and you don't get shit? What have they gave you? Nothing. So why the fuck are you giving them something? What fucking sense does that make? I seen your Twitter, this is not a cave, blah, 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 because you knew you fucked up. But you ain't going to do shit about it. Maybe you should just go ahead and step out the way, and us deplorables, as real Americans, that whether you're on the left or right, that realize that this government, this whole system shit is broken, we can just get in the middle of the street and fight it out and see who the survival of the fittest. And to hell with the whole government. I believe in violence at this point. And that's what you're going to push your supporters to do, because if they can't believe in you, we have no other choice. We are silenced, hunted, banned, targeted. We can't get on social media and spread our word peacefully without being censored. We have no other choice. And it's our country. We're the ones that have love for it. You think the fucking Democrats have love for this country? You think the progressive left have love for this country? Want to bring communism and socialism here? The only thing I agree with the left is stop shilling for fucking Israel. And if you're a real deplorable and you love America, you look at Donald Trump's track record. He done did more shit for Israel than he has for us. What has he done for us, the deplorables, the people that got him there? I don't even like Alex Jones, but god damn it, should he be deplatformed? Should all these other people that supported him be deplatformed? And you wonder why Ann Coulter punk ass calling you a pussy. Because you made the wrong fucking move. Man the fuck up. I ain't gonna wait for it. This is the frustration of one of your supporters who had to lose family members, who's been there since you came down the escalator supporting you because you said something to me that sparked my interest, that made me remember that through all this bullshit of Barack Obama making you hate your country, Bush starting wars making you hate your country, that before that, there's an American dream that if I pull my bootstraps up and work hard, and that I can have what I want, that piece of paper, the Bill of Rights and the Constitution guarantee that I have certain rights. But us in California, now we're doing background checks for bullets. And where is our fucking president? Where is the Supreme Court to stop this shit? Where is it? Huh? Fucking New York making fucking abortion basically where you can just abort the kid a day before it's due. Where is it? Don't that kid got rights? We're censored. We're tired. We are fucking tired. You can pull your head out your ass or you can't. But when the shit spill over and you fuck around and lose in 2020 because now Republican candidates can challenge you and they all can turn around and say the same shit. Well, Donald, you talk a good game, but you ain't did shit because the Democrats ain't going to give you shit. And why are you in that position? Because you didn't start a federal election commission and pass federal voter ID laws to let them take the House. But let's be real. The Republicans had the House for 2 years, but because you don't understand that everybody in that swamp is dirty and that everybody is your enemy. Everybody around you is your enemy if you truly are representing us, the American people, which I don't. I think you represent that other flag, that Israeli flag. Then you would have understood and had all this shit handled. You're not going to win no election. How? No wall, no election. No troops out of everywhere. Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria. And maybe send your UN ambassador down there to tell Israel, hey man, stop fucking shooting shit into Syria. We created ISIS. Anybody that's really awoke know why we're in any of these countries, to balkanize them and destabilize them so fucking Israel can reign supreme. Now, I'm an American that believes in freedom, so I can't agree with Israel because of how they treat Palestinians. And I ain't one of these echo chamber dumbass evangelicals who run around going, well, all Palestinians is terrorists. Any one of you motherfuckers go fucking look up the numbers and see how many kids they kill out there. I refuse to believe that all these kids is terrorists. And it ain't like you ain't got winning hands. Look at Chicago. Look at California. Look at all these big inner cities where black folks is dying every day. All minorities are dying every fucking day. And you want to let the fucking nutcases take over. I'm so disappointed. I don't give a fuck how anybody take this. If you are smart, you realize the only course is civil war. I don't give a fuck if we got to tear this country to the ground for my babies to live. Because at this point, yes, you fucking caved. You did not do nothing to get us uncensored. You could have all of Silicon Valley yanked in front of us and turned into a utility. Internet Bill of Rights. It's people that can't even get their word out while the left is spewing and spewing and spewing and spewing and spewing and spewing. So we signed up to be ostracized and treated like the Hitler Youth. But at least the Hitler fucking youth had Hitler going around going, I'm going to take care of this shit. Who we got? Mr. Cave to Nancy Pelosi and Chuck fucking Cuck Schumer. They didn't even need the 3 weeks. You didn't need to go 35 days of nothing. You didn't get not one fucking thing. And when it comes to us deplorables, we haven't got shit. And that's just the way I fucking feel. It's been the Black Hot Trump guy. I'm out.